Have you ever had the feeling that your life is running on autopilot? You go through your day without actually experiencing it, just moving from task to task? But somehow you feel detached, as if you're watching life happen instead of truly living it. You wake up, check your phone, rush through your morning routine, and spend the day answering emails and attending meetings. Before you know it, the day is over and you get burnt out. But you struggle to remember what you actually experienced. Then you are not alone. This feeling isn't just the stress of modern life. Max Weber, a sociologist writing over a century ago, already described it precisely, called it the iron cage, an invisible prison created by routines that stifles the human spirit. Weber lived during a time of rapid change between the late 1800s and early 1900s when factories, capitalism, and science transformed society. The world grew faster, more efficient, more organized. But something deeply essential was quietly slipping away. He argued that modern life was becoming like a machine, a place where humans were expected to behave with the precision of gears and springs, leaving little room for creativity, emotion, or unpredictability. The iron cage isn't made of metal bars, but of invisible forces, such as routines, institutions, and systems that quietly shape how we think, feel, and act. They influence even our desires and decisions, often without us even noticing. Weber said this cage has three main pillars: rationalization, bureaucracy, and disenchantment. Together, they promise order and fairness, but often leave us feeling empty, controlled, and disconnected. The first pillar, rationalization, means we now focus more and more on logic, control, and efficiency in everything. If something can't be measured, tracked, or improved, it often gets ignored, even if it's meaningful or human. Our days become ruled by schedules and to-do lists instead of real moments and honest feelings. We manage productivity, but often forget how to slow down, notice the present, and truly enjoy life as it unfolds. Think of a factory worker repeating the same action over and over, not creating, but functioning like a machine. Or an office worker responding to emails and calls without space to think or dream. Even schools can feel mechanical now. Instead of exploring ideas or asking big questions, students often spend their time memorizing facts and preparing for tests. The natural joy of learning slowly fades away. Our relationships don't escape this either. Dating apps turn love into a simple swipe left or right, where real feelings and the excitement of getting to know someone slowly get replaced by numbers and matching scores. The second pillar is bureaucracy. These are big organizations with many rules, layers of authority, and strict procedures. They are meant to keep things fair and organized. But often they feel cold, distant, and don't consider people as individuals. Bureaucracies often don't see the unique needs or personal stories behind each person. If you miss a deadline or forget a form, the system usually won't bend no matter how serious or urgent your situation is. Hospitals are built on strict rules and procedures, which help keep things organized and safe. But in the process, patients can start to feel like just numbers or files, instead of real people who need care, comfort, and understanding. In daily life, we interact more with systems and processes than with people. Call centers, automated responses, and bureaucratic forms become the norm, making us feel lost in a sea of paperwork. The third pillar is disenchantment, which means we slowly lose our sense of wonder and mystery about the world. As everything becomes more explainable, measurable, and scientific, life can start to feel less magical. is less spiritual and even less meaningful. In the past, people saw nature and life as sacred and full of meaning. But now, we often treat everything like a resource or a number. We stop asking deep questions like, why does this matter? And instead focus only on things like how much or how fast. Even joy and rest are now tracked and measured. We count how many steps we take, how many hours we sleep, and what we eat. But in doing all this, we often forget to simply slow down, breathe, and enjoy being alive in the moment. So here we are today, living in a world that seems smart, organized, and always connected. But still many of us still feel exhausted, isolated, and hollow deep inside. Weber didn't tell you how to escape the iron cage. He knew the systems shaping modern life: efficiency, bureaucracy, control, were powerful and deeply built into society. But he believed that recognizing the cage was already a stepping stone to freedom. He would remind us to stay awake, to ask deeper questions, and to avoid becoming just another part of the machine. Not everything important fits inside a spreadsheet or an email thread. Our humanity, art and creativity, and real human connection still matter. Even inside the iron cage, we can choose how to see, how to think, and how to live. We can hold on to wonder, can live by something deeper than the systems around us. So could real freedom come from how we decide to live inside the cage? If this idea resonated with you, please subscribe for more videos that help you slow down and think more deeply about life. Share this video with someone you know feels stuck or disconnected.